Let me tell you what styling is.
Hey guys, your man Monty Styles, aka Styles Baby Look, aka Monty Merlot, aka Styles My Back, quarantine, summertime styles out like blow, fallback. You know that. Wintertime means winter time, pressure cooker styles. I've been on style, pow, 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 pow. Sock Daddy. I always forget around this time what my AKAs are. And audio styles, I kept them damn files. I'm sure you can't hear any of these sound effects going on, but I got sound effects.
You burnt, bitch.
Oh, okay.
You'll hear it in post. Guys, this is a very, 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 very special episode. And this is remote. You know how much I love remote, guys. All sarcasm, but we are here, and I am here. I am in New Jersey, on the East Coast, and I am here with the lovely Fire fucking Maya motherfucking Farrell. Or sorry, is it Farrell or Farrell?
It's Pharrell. You got it right.
I got it right the first time. Damn, Maya motherfucking Farrell. You realize that MF is also a motherfucker?
That's the whole reason why I did MF.
Oh, shit.
I'm that motherfucker.
You're that motherfucker. Wow.
You know when I walk in.
Did you ever do MILF scenes?
No, I'm not old enough.
You're not old enough.
I do hot wife scenes. I can be a wife.
Okay.
But I'm not old enough to be a MILF. You have to be in your 30s.
You have, so that's like a policy. You have to be in your 30s?
Typically, you're like 27 and up, and you're near really close to your 30s.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like a requirement, but it's kind of a requirement to have like really big tits.
Okay.
So that's why a lot of girls in that category have like
big tits.
Like tits, because it's like a necessity to get bookings.
Okay, I didn't know that. There's a lot of tape that I don't think most like novice porn watchers, even know about. Like, there's a lot of behind the scenes that I do not think we are privy to. If you guys don't know, I am talking to Maya motherfucking Farrell, and I discovered her recently, really, last year. Before this turn of the year, I discovered her, because I am what am my co-hosts call me?
Hey, Tom.
They call me like a porn encyclopedia, but I don't think I'm that. I'm not that crazy, but I'm organized, so I have my shit together. You have a folder on my computer, and I've seen some scenes. We're gonna talk about it. If you guys don't know, my motherfucking Pharrell is a porn star, adult entertainer. I don't know what other kind of fancy words they use nowadays.
I typically just call myself, I like when people ask me, oh, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I do adult films.
Okay.
I like don't want to give myself a title that's more than like what I am. Makes me like, I'm not like an A-list celebrity, so I try to stay humble.
What would you consider yourself? What grade would you give yourself as a celebrity right now? Or at least in the porn game?
Like a C or a B, maybe.
I'll give you a B. Don't downplay yourself like that.
Thank you.
You'll be for sure.
Thank you.
So I got a bunch of questions, and but I want to know a little about you first. Where you from? What's your favorite color? What's going on with you? What's your sign?
All right.
Simple questions first.
Well, I'm Maya Farrell. I'm 23 years old. I'm a Libra, so I turned 24 this year.
Hey, shout out to the Libras. Okay, balance.
Yes. Or hoes. I'm from Tampa, Florida, which is like a huge like sex worker capital.
I've heard.
And yeah, I'm down bad from the South.
Okay. All right, 23. Okay. I don't know what age I gave you in my head, but I mean of age.
I think everyone thinks I'm like way older than I think, like
Probably.
than I talk or something like that.
How old do you think I am?
And you look like you're in your late 20s.
Okay.
Maybe just now in your 30s.
All right, I'm 34, so I mean,
hey,
I appreciate it.
I wasn't that far off.
You wasn't that far off. I mean, you're on the good side. You're like, no, I think you're 37. What? Okay, cool. So, where exactly are you from?
Like my background.
Everything. Yeah, give it to me, man. Let me know. I'm the
Right.
feds.
So my mom is from Honduras. She's from San Pedro Sula. Well, she's from like La Flecha, which is like an even more slum town.
Okay.
But like the big city part of it is called San Pedro Sula. It's
Mm,
like a little mud town in Honduras, like right off of like these muddy ass hills.
really?
So real jungle shit, some jungle shit.
Okay.
Um, she came here in the 80s and then she met my dad. My dad is Black. Like him and his whole family have all been from Florida.
Okay.
I think from like the panhandle, but they all live in like the country parts, which is like Brooksville to Notasasa. These are like country areas outside of Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'm like the only family member in California.
Okay. So you were born in Florida, though.
Yeah, born and raised.
Okay.
I moved to LA right before Thanksgiving
Mm-hmm.
and last year. So it's been like 6 months now,
Okay.
far from home. I go home tonight and go back to Florida, take my driver's test.
You got to go back to your home state to take your driver's test.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to go back to where you're a voter.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
like you can't just take it anymore.
Yeah, we need you to drive out here. You know, you in LA, you gotta be able to drive. I mean, you don't have
Oh
to
my
drive in
God.
LA, right? Isn't it
No,
just like
you kind of do.
really?
It's so expensive.
Okay.
Ride
What's the
share
gas
is
out there
so
right now?
I don't know. I don't drive.
Since you don't drive, you don't pay attention in the car. You so privileged.
I'm too busy looking at street names. Thank you
Right.
very much.
Right. For sure. Is the traffic crazy like they say it is?
Yes, it is. Every day there are. I remember like I was late to work because on my way to work
Mm-hmm.
there were 11 different car accidents,
Oh
and I was just
wow.
like within like 8 miles.
Damn.
Like I was just, oh my God, it was so insane. So things like that
Yeah.
really delay stuff from time to time.
All right. Appreciate
People be
that.
dying.
I mean, you got to appreciate what LA gives you, I guess. I mean, traffic is just a little what do you call it? Just a con, but besides that, there's a lot of sunshine and, beauty out there in LA, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's great. I went to Venice Beach to go skateboard.
Mhm.
That was fucking awesome. It was really dope. I'm trying to learn like all the skate parks here.
Mhm.
I like skateboarding.
That's on my list. That's one of my questions. I once was a skateboarder as well. I have not returned in quite some time, but like, I grew up in a white neighborhood, so like I was definitely I was
Suburbia.
I was the only black person skateboarding with Air Force Ones on, doing kick flips, and I was a grinder though. I like grinding. Like that was my thing. So, then I moved down further down in the state, and they didn't have the same kind of curbs, and I was very depressed. I was like, man, I need my curbs. Like that's what I do. I got my trucks, and I got my fat ass wheels, my Spitfire wheels. How long you been skateboarding now?
I picked up my first board around like 13 or 14, so about 10 years now.
Okay.
I used to go to college and I used to do like ballet, so I've always had things to like distract me from skating.
Mm-hmm.
And then now that like my body's on camera, I can't like get bruised, so I'm kind of delicate when I skate. I love bowl skating. I love going to skateboard competitions. Tampa is a really known skate city. Like I'm pretty sure it's in like Skate 3.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a competition every year called Tampa Pro, and it's like all these professional skaters come to my hometown.
Yeah.
And I try to party with them every year, and it gets a little crazy.
Are you like a blackout type of partier?
No.
Okay.
I'm the type of partier that I can hold my drinks very well.
Okay.
And
good.
I can stay awake a little bit longer than everyone else, like just because I'm really good at watching my drinks.
Good.
Because like, not this year, but like last year at Tampa Pro, everyone kept buying me shots. So it was to the point that I had to tell the bartender to make all my shots water shots.
Oh wow.
and just fake the rest of my
Oh, you was
shots.
faking the funk. Okay.
Oh yeah, because people would keep buying and
They'll keep
buying and
going.
buying, and I'm like, no, 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 don't. I have to wake up in the morning. Please don't.
You gotta learn your lesson for sure.
I've
Uh,
never blacked out. Not trying to.
I'm assuming what brought you to the West Coast, but why did you go to LA?
Um, Filming definitely porn for
Okay.
obviously.
All right. That was my
Um,
guess.
yeah, LA is like the porn capital. It's better damn my voice. So sorry.
You're working. It's good. It's cool.
Sucking a lot of dick, losing voice. It'd be like that.
Yeah.
So LA is the porn capital. Gotta be here. It's bigger than Las Vegas. Like I could have went to Las Vegas, but
That's what I was
it's
assuming. Okay.
yeah. I'm like I don't want to go. Not really my vibe.
It's hot.
Because there's like nothing to do there,
Yeah.
and you're far from everything. But also, what's great about living here is that there's so many performers, so it's a lot more opportunity to meet people and network, and just like film. So absolutely.
All right. Well, I appreciate getting to know a little bit about you. Now that I, I've seen you all over your body. Now I know a little about your brain. So, let's just jump into some of these random ass questions. Well, you mentioned your body. What does your tattoo say?
I have like 10 tattoos.
You know which one I'm talking about, though. I feel like the one that's wrapped around your knee. Or,
yes. Okay.
Cause I'm
So the one
gonna tell
wrapped
you.
around my
I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you the first time I ever saw you was like a casting couch. And
yes, my first scene.
is that your very first scene?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's the first time I saw
It's
you on
so
camera.
innocent, isn't it?
So innocent, and I was like, "Yo, who the fuck is this?" Like, I'm not a big casting couch person, but I was just like, it made me think to myself, is she performing, or is this like just super amateur? Because I couldn't tell, because I'm like, man, she's so innocent, but then you was like good at what you were doing, and I'm just like, yo, what? But she was, yeah, it fucked me up. The moment you're like, oh, you want me to look at you, or you want me to, was it like that? You like that? Like this stuff like that was like messing me up, because I'm just like, who is this person? She's fine.
Oh my god, that scene is such a beautiful memory because I don't perform like that anymore.
No, you
I
don't.
like cannot bring back that innocent character.
No, you're
like
so
that's
aggressive now, so I can't even. Yeah, that particular scene itself is like you were putting on a show.
I really was. I remember when the scene ended that the director, when the scene ended, they're like, cut, okay, we're done. The director is laughing. I was like, what's so funny? He was like, you were so shy to put the dick in your mouth.
Yes.
And he was like,
yes.
That is amazing. He was like, he's like, amazing. And I was like,
yeah, you were.
Well, I wanted to play this innocent character. When that scene happened, that is the summer before I started going to this private university.
Mm-hmm.
So I was an actual, they say biology, but I was a biochemistry student. So I was very innocent, was pretty naive at those times. Mm-hmm. But I love that scene.
Yeah,
Now I love shooting assertive, kind of like aggressive energy. I like that a lot more now.
Yeah.
It's very more me.
Mm-hmm. See, the thing
I'm
is,
definitely not an innocent person, especially when you first look at me. I come off very badass.
Oh no,
I guess
I've learned pretty quickly. Like, I mean, and it's not like I've watched a bunch of stuff. I just have photographic memory. so that particular first scene you said, like, is that okay? Do you like that? Like you definitely were timid, and now I'm like I need my Pharrell kind of head. Like that's the kind of head I look for. Put the tongue under the dick, and yeah, the one particular scene that is always in my head. I know you're wearing like blue nail polish or something like that, on the feet, and I think maybe you're wearing a yellow dress, but and you're on a bed, and you was going like drooling everything, going ham. I was like, oh my god, I need this. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know what scene you're talking about. I have like 2 yellow dress scenes.
Yeah.
I have one for Penthouse, which is on a
It
couch.
was a black guy, light skinned dude. He's kind of cut.
Right over the head. I expect teenage pics. Right over the head.
I know. I'm gonna send it to you whenever I find it. But
Definitely send me a screenshot.
I mean, next time I'm in there, yeah, I'll stop 4 minutes and take a screenshot.
Oh my god, I get screenshots of my porn all the time.
Really?
All the time. It's so funny. I'm like, why are you sending this to me with no words? It's just
nothing.
A screenshot.
Just nothing. Just send it to you. It's like, do you think it's kind of weird?
When there's no context, yeah, because I'm just like, why are you sending this to me on Instagram?
Yeah.
And then, like at least I would say like my favorite ones is when it's like a picture of like their phone with cum on it, and I'm like on their phone, and they like came onto their phone, and it's like a dick pic like that. That makes way more sense.
That I mean, there's context, yeah.
At least I know you finished, you know.
That's gross though. I mean, I don't want to come. You're gonna use it. You're gonna talk to someone on the phone later. Like that's kind of, doesn't really make sense. But I'm not a phone porn watcher. Like I'm.
You watch it on your computer or on your TV?
I watch on my computer. I got my own house. So I can watch as loud as I fucking want. Like, 34 years old. Like I don't know. I'm used to the rivers and lakes that I'm used to. I'm not a phone watcher. People do it, and like I get it. I didn't even know Twitter was so porn heavy until like a couple months ago. I was like, oh my god, it's right here.
I feel like Twitter is all politics and porn. Like that's it. Like it's what it's designed for. You're either watching politics or looking at porn. Like either or.
So you actually did get your degree, huh?
I do have my associate's degree.
Okay.
I dropped out in like the very beginning of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So right before the pandemic. And I just kept doing porn because I realized that school is very expensive. And I didn't want to do another 8 years. Like I was already in college for like 5 years, and I was like, I don't want to do another 8. So
right. That's kind of how I felt. Like my professor was like, "You're such a good, talented writer. You should like either be a lawyer or a professor the way that you think." And I'm like, "Nope, 7 years, 8. No, I'm not doing that." What did you do before porn?
I was a cam model. Okay. So I started camming at like 18. Because I started college at like 16. Yeah. So by the time that I graduated high school, I had to pay for it out of pocket, like in cash. Mm-hmm. So I started camp modeling for that. So I had like free time and just had to work at night and go to school during the day. Mm-hmm. And that was going great until I was transferring to a different university. I'm not going to say the name because it's private.
Good job.
And yeah, but it's like the top private school in Florida.
Okay.
I got in, and it was like about 12 grand every 6 months out of pocket. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, I need a better job. Like, yeah. So I started doing porn, and I just really loved it. I was like, this is way more fun than going to class. And
I can imagine. Do you have a boyfriend?
No, I've been single for like well over a year.
Yeah. By choice?
Kind of scared to date, to be honest. Very scared. Yeah, I'm super single.
Okay. Are you? So you're not looking, but if something falls on your lap, then you may. But you're nervous. You said you're scared. What makes you scared?
Super nervous about dating. Yeah, because like, my career is everything. You know, when you drop out of college to be a porn star, you're going to care a lot about your career and the decisions you're making.
Absolutely.
So my career is always first. And then if I do date, it would have to be like super private. Like I can never post about you. I could never like talk about you. So it just sounds kind of boring. It sounds like boring, and it sounds like somebody won't take me seriously.
Yeah.
And
I think you got to put yourself out there, though. I think somebody would maybe give you a chance
and the
and
guys that I
understand.
do like obviously I love skateboarding, so obviously I love skateboarders,
Yeah.
and they're always traveling, so they don't take me seriously at all. Like,
I see what you mean. Yeah, tear.
yeah.
There's one thing I definitely went somewhere else with it. I bypassed the question. What does your tattoo say?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, um, oh, I see the book now, but so I love Plato. Plato like wrote for Socrates and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
I read like Plato's Republic. It's like this 10-volume long book.
Yeah.
Super fucking long. Took me like for like 2 years to read it. It's very difficult to read because like every sentence is like a question or a statement to a question.
Okay.
So it's like you have to really break it down by the sentence. So it takes really long. So my tattoo is like a flower of that book.
Okay.
It's basically like the flower of virtue, because the book talks about like the virtuous life and like good versus bad and like just and non-just and gods and without gods. So my tattoo is the flower of virtue,
Mm.
and it has like petals that are like the word like the 5 virtues, and then just like some quotes from the book that really means a lot to me.
Yeah. What? Well, can I see the tattoo? Is it possible? I don't even know if you're how flexible you
I'm
are.
wearing jeans.
Oh, you're
I don't have
wearing
to get
jeans.
undressed.
Of course you are. It's cool. How? But what does it say though? Like that. It seems like it's a very long, winding infinity kind of thing going around your knee.
Yeah. It's like so like what's like the words are really close together because like plants uses like exlum to like transfer it's like water and goods around its plants. So it has
Okay.
like that type
Okay.
of dynamic of words. But like the petals say justice, wisdom, um, courage, temperance, and patience.
Okay. Hey, you gotta study your tattoo sometimes.
Yeah. And it says, and then like the flower like bud itself, it's supposed to look like sunflower.
Yeah.
Says like the virtuous life is the good life, and like the truth will set you free. I'm like bluntly truthful. Like I cannot lie. It's so bad.
No, that's
I will
great.
hurt your
That's a
feelings.
great thing to have. You don't want to lie.
No, I lose friends.
Like, do you look fat in these jeans? Yes.
Is this just like you look fat? Absolutely.
Do you have
And then
do you have close friends?
do I have like close friends?
Yeah, like a lot of them.
I'm still friends with my friends from high school.
Mm-hmm.
Kira Perez is a really close friend of mine.
Yeah, I've seen you been bigging her up a lot lately. But anytime you see, I'm such a Kira Noor fan. Anytime you see Kira, I just think of her. I'm like, oh, I know she's talking about Perez.
I met Kira Noor earlier this month. We have like a movie together coming out. We're not like doing a scene together, but we're in the same
thing.
movie. Yeah, it's for Adam and Eve. Super awesome because it's like she's a ghost and like she's like a ghost in the movie, so it's like super fucking cool.
Do you have a favorite porn star?
My favorite porn star is Cher DeVille.
Never heard of her.
Cherie DeVille. She's like one of the biggest like stepmoms. I've worked with her once. She's just a true like living icon.
Okay.
Like she's just the way we did a girl scene together, and like she dominated the shit out of me. Like we're like fucking in the laundry room, and she like rolls me over, like so my vagina is like in the air, my legs are over my body. I'm like in the doorway, so my legs are sticking out of the bedroom, and she's just eating me out. And then I'm like fingering her, and I'm like with one finger, and she's like, give me 2. And I'm like looking her in her eyes. She's like, give me another. And she's like, give me another finger. And I'm like 4 fingers deep. And I'm like, oh my God, like this woman is rough. Like it was amazing. That is for the Browsers series. They have like a naughty neighborhood series.
Mm-hmm.
So That's how that goes. It's really
that
good.
was an amazing illustration. That that was great. Now I'm gonna have to look. I have to look for that one.
Yeah, she's a true icon. I'm trying to take her skydiving. She's really scared. So I'm like, let's go skydiving.
Hmm.
And she's like, oh no, I'm scared. And I'm like, nah, let's do it. It'd be so fun.
Are you like a
I'm
risk
like, I like,
taker?
yeah, I'm such an adrenaline junkie. Like,
You'll jump
um,
out of plane and all that stuff, and you'll do roller coasters and all that. You don't care about nothing.
I'm so about it.
Okay.
Absolutely. Like I remember last time I was like on a speedboat
Hmm.
and I'm like holding on to the rail and all the girls are like super scared. They're like, oh my God, we're gonna die. And I'm like holding on to the rail and just like twerking, like, yeah, let's die, bitches.
Right. Okay. Fearless.
Yeah,
Is that
pretty
one word
fearless.
you would like? What's one word that you would sum up yourself? That would sum you up perfectly. Because fearless seems like that's a part of your that's just a part of your nature.
I would say I'm pretty risky.
Risky.
Pretty risky. I like taking a dare.
Okay.
Yeah. When like you grow up skateboarding, you're always around guys, so
Hmm.
you're always trying to be on that level of raunchiness. And yeah, hell yeah.
Now you mentioned it before. I have 10 more minutes remaining. Did it tell you at the same time?
Oh, it does say that. Wow, cool.
That's amazing. Um, I'm all right. I'll ask you this one question, then we could start another session. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. I guess you just can't get rid of this. Oh yeah, I close it. Okay, cool. So what was I gonna say? You've been editing porn. How's that?
um, Hard.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you brought that up. So I've been editing for a while. I switched to a different program. I use like Adobe Premiere now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I am currently in the middle of editing my first movie. It's me and Kira Perez. We are basically it's called assertive. Well, I haven't made a word for it yet. I haven't
Mm-hmm.
like titled it, but something on those lines. It's basically female POV. So she holds a camera, I'm holding a camera. So it's like really hard to edit because like she'll be doing something and I'll be doing something at the same time. But like they're both really good things. So I have to decide which one I don't want to show,
Right.
which one I want to edit out. Um, but it's really fucking amazing. And it's really hard to edit because there's like two different perspectives. There's two different people talking. Um, Editing, I realized that like I need to have a mic boom, like a person holding a mic,
Yeah.
because like the sound can be a little different due
Mm-hmm.
to the camera, to two different cameras and stuff. But those are lessons you learn while editing. I would have never known that if I didn't edit my own content, that the audio could be better.
It's a
So
lot.
editing is hard,
It's a learning
but it's
process
a really good skill to learn.
for sure. Because that's you could do that forever. You don't got to keep doing. You don't got to keep being in front of the camera. You can be behind the camera and taking stuff. Is there anything that you? Is anybody in particular that you would wish that you could shoot? In the directing side of things.
If I could direct a scene for somebody, who would it be?
Yeah.
I would love to direct a scene like for the browser's company.
Okay.
I feel like, but they don't typically shoot POV. So the way that I like to shoot is like a female gonzo. I love close up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I would love to probably shoot for Mike Adriano. He shoots True Anal. He shoots Swallowed and those type of scenes. So I would love to shoot for him because he does very close up POV work, POV point of view.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to shoot like that. And he's always talking behind the camera and like giving it that like perspective. So I like that. And I feel like I would do great as a director for him. Absolutely.
Good. I like that. I like that for you. What do you enjoy most in this world while you're performing?
Having fun.
Having
I
fun.
love to be funny. It's really nice to be like sexy and funny and just having fun and just being naked. I love being naked.
Yeah.
um,
Do you have a workout regimen, or are you just as fucking your workout regimen at this point?
I I try to work out, but I'm horrible at working out.
Hmm.
Just because I'm on my computer all day long. So it's really funny because like I'll take my clothes off and then people will be like, "Oh my god, you have such a nice body. How much do you work out?" I'm like, "Oh, I barely work out, bro. Like
I
it
know,
truly is natural bod."
and we all hate that answer, but
Yeah.
but I
They hate that
understand.
answer. I'm just like, fuck you.
I mean, listen, having sex is that's cardio. It's a lot of cardio right there. You know, burn a lot of
Yeah,
calories for
it
sure.
is. Fucking all the
Um,
time.
yeah, of course. You mentioned swallowing, and I can't get off of that now. So, do you have any dick sucking tips for women?
If the dick is really, really big and you don't want to look like a pussy for not deep throating it, grab him by his gooch and like lift his balls up because you're taking like an inch or two away. And it feels really good for him because like that pressure, and then you can just handle the rest. But you won't feel bad because like your hand on his gooch is like covering it, like covering the bottom of his shaft, so you can like go all the way down.
Okay, that's a great tip.
Yeah,
So I
probably
can't.
way better than what a lot of girls say.
So I
Yeah.
can't give it all to you because I'm me. Is there anything that you were afraid to do when sucking dick, like ever?
No, I love sucking dick. It is really like I love using my mouth. I love using my fucking like if my like if your dick is like really really big, like I'll hold my lips in just to give it more like power and like so you don't feel like you're close to my teeth. I have a big mouth. Um, I've never like scraped anyone, which is nice.
Yeah, no teeth.
I
Team
love
no
sucking dick.
teeth. Team no teeth. I love it.
Even no teeth. I love sucking dick though. Like as far as my voice is ruined.
It's fine.
um, I would say one like my favorite types of dick to suck are like the long, skinny ones because like you can really go really far into your throat and like really hit my like my whatever this bone is right here near my voice box.
The dangly thing in your
Those
throat.
those are, like the really really girthy ones. Like just can't go all the way down like past your like they can't go past like my
So
jawline.
you prefer the deep throat. You want to be able to deep throat.
Love it.
Okay.
Love it. I want a deep throat and then like I want to snort your cum afterwards. Like I love snorting up cum. Like because when you snort it, it hits the back of your mouth and you can spit it right back out to it
Mm.
and then just keep going. It's like extra lube.
So have you made
Your nose gets
somebody
a little dry, but it's all right.
come and then made them come right after they came? Like have you done like a back to back?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Scotty P, Nick Strokes.
Oh, you got a checklist.
That's all I can think of at the moment. But yeah, yeah.
And they stayed hard the
Yeah.
whole time. You just was going straight back to back.
Oh yeah, back to back.
All right. Beautiful.
And those are impressive. Like
No, those are
I
impressive.
love cum shots. I love cum. Like when I'm on OnlyFans and my fans are sending me videos, they're like, "Oh, what do you want to see?" I'm like, "I want to see you coming. Like I want to see it come out of your body and everything. I want to know." Like there's this one guy, Mr. Lucky POV. I know exactly how he comes. He does 2 big squirt shots and the rest is this. And he always is impressed that I know exactly how he comes. He's just like, "How do you know that?" And I was just like, "Because I'm watching you."
I'm sure your energy just gives for a better performance for the dudes too. Like I like talking to you. Like I like the energy you give. So I can imagine it just makes it better in the bedroom, makes it more fun. People don't feel afraid or feel like, what's the word? Like they don't overestimate themselves. Like I feel like you just kind of bring the best out of somebody. Would you agree?
Thank you.
Because some people
I like
get kind of like scared,
don't.
you know.
I kind of don't agree just because when I first moved to LA, a lot of my scenes had to get rescheduled because the male talent just just couldn't, like a couple male talents just couldn't perform. Like, I don't know if it's the way I look or if it's my energy, but like, I guess I intimidated them a little bit and they just like couldn't get it up. So that
Intimidated is the
has
word I'm
happened
looking for.
to me
Yes.
a bunch of times.
But you seem like a nice person that you wouldn't like, down them and be like, oh my God, I can't believe you don't get it up.
No, I'm so nice about it. Like, I'm so the type of person that if you can't get it up, like you want to sit down and talk about it, or something happening in your personal life, I literally become a
I about to
therapist.
say you become a therapist.
We're
And we're back.
back.
Hey, how you feeling?
Awesome.
You look
Got
great.
water.
I see. You look great, by the way. I just had to point that out.
Yeah.
So I didn't ask this last time with Alexis Love. Shout out to Alexis Love. And my friend asked me to ask this, but I definitely just forgot. Because I'm not a woman. But she wanted me to ask, because she is a little on the timid side of riding dick. So, do you have any tips for the girls out there that are just kind of insecure about riding and, trying to get to that part in their relationship?
When it comes to writing,
Yeah.
I would say really learn balance. Just like really like on your own, learn balance. Maybe like twerk in the mirror on your toes, like real low. Really get those knees working, because that's where it really is. Like if you can hold your balance on your toes and with your knees for a good period of time, it's going to be a lot easier for you to ride. So like twerk in the mirror on your toes.
People underestimate the toes. Like I mean, I'm as a male. I'm talking about the male perspective. I'm a heterosexual male, and I love women, and I love the things that they could do. So all that stuff is visual. And visual is everything. Just seeing it is like that's the closest way to get me to my nut. Just seeing it, and yeah, being on your toes, the balance. It's knowing that you're into it. Really, is the biggest thing.
Like when I ride, I like to like grab the guy by his like the back of his neck and be on my toes because that's great support. And like go real slow, groove with it. Maybe bend back a little bit so they can see it all.
Yeah, make it fun.
I try to make it very fun. I try to even outside of porn, I feel like I am still giving off like this performance. Absolutely.
Perfect segue. Is there a difference in your professional and personal life when you're having sex, like on camera and off camera?
Well, I'm single, so I don't even have sex.
I mean,
off
single
camera.
means you can have,
Well, I don't have when I'm in a new city, so I don't have sex off camera.
Okay.
Like I haven't had sex off camera in so long, and I tried, and it failed epically. And I was like, I'm never doing this shit again.
What you mean? What happened? Why did it fail?
I was at an event, and we, it was like this weekend event, and he was like performing at this event and stuff. So we go back after a long, great day of like drinking and hanging out and talking, and we go back. We're like throwing like beer bottles all the way like across the street onto like the other roof of this building. Like we're having fun.
Okay, real hood rat
shit. Just being Florida as fuck. And then I was gonna crash at his hotel, and I was like, okay. I was like, I'm really tired. I'm like, I'm not wearing a bra, so when I take this dress off, don't get crazy. I know what happens when people see my tits for the first time. It's okay. Like, don't react. He was like, and him being a guy, he was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bro, I take my dress off, his jaw drops. His jaw fucking drops, and he's like, oh, wow. Yeah. And the next thing I know, his clothes are off. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. We're having fun now. And we like start, but I guess he was really tired and just like couldn't really keep up.
Mm.
So we didn't even finish. We did not finish. And then the next day,
Come on,
like
morning
the
sex now.
next
Come on, it's
night,
morning now. No?
huh?
Said, did you guys wake up in the morning and things get right? You got another opportunity.
No, he like this is like a weekend event. So he had to like wake up, be in the right mindset, and
Okay.
like eat breakfast and dip. So I was like, all right, cool, I'm out of here. And it was like really embarrassing because like I'm like leaving his hotel and I get in my Uber and I check my Instagram and there's like a requested message. And I guess somebody who works in that hotel was like, oh my God, Maya, I just saw you. Are you staying in this hotel? Oh, please come back. And I'm like, shit,
Oh.
I need to go. I was like, God damn it. I'm already getting caught. Fuck.
Oh wow. No, that's kind of that's a little that would set me back a little bit too. I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of
I was
nerve
like, damn, now
wracking.
I can never stay in this hotel again. I was like,
Like you're famous already. How does that
oh,
feel?
I guess
Yeah, I mean, that somebody just randomly they found your Instagram. First of all, porn star Instagrams are hard to find, so they found your Instagram and decided and like they saw you put two and two together. You know, DM'd you and yeah, that's famous, man. That's a little
yeah.
famous.
And it was and like what really bothered me about the whole thing is that like the next night, I'm being me, I'm trying to be a hoe,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
and I'm talking to this guy, and I was like, so what's poppin'? And he was like, oh no, like you fucked my friend last night. I was like, what? I was like, who told you that?
Oh, you
So
gotta get
this
some. You gotta
guy
get into the circle.
who did not finish, couldn't keep it up. He could not keep it up. He couldn't finish. Had the nerve to tell somebody, bro.
Guess who?
I was I
Yeah.
wanted to embarrass him so bad. I wanted to say so badly. I was like, well, he didn't finish the job. You're trying to finish it for him because
Oh shit.
that nigga, like, he's like, I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to, like, I was like, let me not ruin two friendships now. I was like,
I mean, listen, you nice person to me. What's his name, Maya? What's his name? What's his name? Say his name. Tell everybody right now who it is. What's he
no,
look
because
like?
I really want to try again. Like, I'm willing to try again.
That's
Like,
good that you have that kind of maturity because man, yeah, don't lie on your dick, bro.
yeah,
Don't.
he lied on his dick.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no point for me having sex off camera, not in a relationship, because people are just gonna be lying about my pussy.
But see, that's
And
why
I ain't
people.
got time.
That's why I get mad at people like him. Like you fucking up everybody else. Like,
Fucking up everybody else, my guy.
damn. Okay, I'm upset. I'm upset about that for you. I'm sorry that happened. That shouldn't,
Yes.
I mean, and you do have amazing tits. I don't know. I'm a different kind of. I guess I'm a different kind of person, but like tits are tits. Like they look great, but I'm not gonna like. I don't know if I lose my mind.
Um,
She's like, nah, my shit is.
no, they're beautiful. Like, no, truly, like every time I go to set, no one thinks they're real because they're just very symmetrical, which is not natural. It's not natural to see that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just very symmetrical and round, and they sit up. They look fake as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, my tits look so fake.
Yeah.
Like literally, girls, I've lost friendships over these tits. Absolutely.
Yo, girls suck.
Very cutthroat.
No, I mean, and I get you. Maybe I'm gonna have to zero in on your tits next time. I'll see you then, because I'm taking you as a whole. Like I take people as a whole, and I'm like, this is all a nice little. This is a nice toy. So
my titties are very nice, but they're not really fuckable because they're so round. Like you gotta like really shove your penis in between them.
You like being titty fucked?
They're not like the best titty fucks are like the ones that can wrap around the whole cock.
Yeah,
and you don't feel no hands. But mine are just too round for that.
I don't see the thrill of a titty fuck. I don't get it.
It's really fun for me. Like,
okay.
Like my face is so close and like it's like here and I just want to spit on it and then like and then you like shove it in my mouth.
Okay, so it's a challenge.
Yeah, like same thing with my butt. Like I love when a guy is like rubbing his cock like in between my cheeks. Like it just, I like that smothering feeling, and it's just really romantic. If anything,
I'm not mad at that. Listen, the romance is everything. Have you done anal? I don't even know if I've seen anal from you on
I
camera.
do have a few videos. I have a tight sphincter, and I'm scared to do anal. I'm kind of scared. I'm gonna start doing it eventually, but
is it more money
for my own company? Like I don't know if I want to do it for another company.
Okay. Do you get paid more? Do you get paid more for doing anal?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get paid more. You definitely blow up a lot harder when you do anal. But yeah, those are really big dicks. Like it's like fisting your butthole, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. Like,
listen, I've had.
And then the anal training is crazy.
Yeah.
Like before anal scenes, like a lot of girls don't eat, and then if you have to go to work at 9, you're waking up at like 4 a.m. to clean your asshole out for 2 hours.
So they don't eat food.
Know?
They don't.
Yeah, you're not eating. You gotta drink clear substances. Like it's a big. It's more than just getting fucked. There's so much more happening.
Yeah.
Off camera. I remember one time, I don't know who she was, but she was practicing for her anal scene, and she had this huge anal dildo with weights on it.
What?
So she's like, yeah.
Wow.
It's a dildo with weights on it, and she puts it in her ass, and she's wearing her fucking stripper heels, and she's doing squats with it so she can loosen up her sphincter, the muscle that contracts your butt.
Sphincter, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just like, holy shit. Like that's some bodybuilding shit right there that you're doing with your butt. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Like,
you're trying to take over the world.
I don't know if I can do that.
That's world domination, asshole, right there. That's crazy.
That's some true anal shit right there. Yeah.
Is there anything that you wouldn't do on camera?
Get shitted on.
Okay, you're not with the fecal.
I'm not into fecal. I do know people who are about it. Not about it.
You get peed on?
I'm not about not a guy peeing on me. I've been pissed on, like when people squirt on you, that's straight piss.
Yeah.
In the mouth.
Yeah.
But not a guy. I don't think I'm willing to do stuff like that. It's just not because I'm very dominant. Like I'm very assertive. So I don't like doing submissive roles anymore. It's just.
But you like being dominated by women though.
Cherie DeVille.
That's the one.
Absolutely.
Just her.
But like Chloe Capri, I'm gonna fuck the shit out you, which I have. I literally dragged that girl across the couch and just banged the shit out of her with my strap on. Yeah, I would say I've been more dominant. Like when I was a can model, I did a lot more like dominatrix stuff than like other type of things. Absolutely.
So outside of feet, you love feet?
I love feet.
I love feet too.
Oh God.
Why?
Like even on guys, like I really like feet.
I haven't got to that part, but
it started with like myself. It started with liking my feet and having my feet worshipped to like going to the beach and like constantly looking at people's feet.
Yeah.
And then like I really like guys, so it's like, oh my God.
Maybe you'll understand it more because like I try to explain it to people sometimes. I'm just like, it's not that like I don't need like no whipped cream or like no sundae on the feet, but just like it's just a nice feeling of pretty, like women with pretty feet. It's just like a peaceful, serene, like kind of what's the word that you use for your first porno? Innocent. Like it's just like an innocence, and like I don't know what it is. It's a turn on.
I feel like a lot of girls like hands, because they get the nails done, they get all these acrylic nails, and maybe they think that like like guys like hands, but like you
Yeah.
get your feet done too. You know,
Yeah.
feet are cute. Like
That's
feet hold
true.
your whole body. Like your feet are under you. Like your feet are you. Like that's like a little throne that you walk on, you sit on, that you're putting on. Like I love that,
It's
and
amazing.
like I love having my feet up. I don't know. Maybe it's like a sign of dominance. Maybe it's like a sign of like this is my area. I can put my feet up.
Yeah.
Um,
You know what? It's the visuals, man. It's really the visuals. Like in my head, like just having your, even if like I'm fucking your feet are out, you spread your legs, like just I like sucking on the toes
yo,
and then
I
the
literally
nerviness I
like
have is crazy.
if even if I'm like sitting down with my friends and somebody touches my feet, I become so awkward. I just like, oh, like my eyes are rolling back, and I have to grab them and look at them dead in their eyes. I'm like,
Don't
don't
touch me.
touch my feet. Don't touch them because I'm about to orgasm right now. And we're
Yeah.
in Denny's. Like, leave me
And
alone.
I know feet are sensitive, man. That's why I like them. Is just the nerve endings that they have.
Yeah, and I love just looking at like, especially like in men's feet because they're a lot more like bonier looking. Like
Very.
I love seeing that. Like they're like metatarsals. Like it's so cute.
So you'll suck some men feet.
I would definitely do that. Yeah,
Okay.
depends how hairy. Because like a lot of guys' toes are kind of hairy.
Yeah, I got some hairy feet right now. I'm looking at them.
But it's more like I definitely like when it comes to guys' feet. I like touching them.
Yeah.
Like when I'm in reverse cowgirl,
Mm-hmm.
I'm grabbing you by your fucking ankles, and I will not fuck you that way if you have ugly feet. So if you ever look at my porn
Mm-hmm.
and I'm in reverse cowgirl and I'm by their feet, if I'm not looking at their feet
You not
while doing
you
that,
don't like it.
it's because their feet are ugly and I'm trying to distract myself from not looking at it.
Stink of the dick. Stink
I've
of the
definitely
dick.
told like male talents, I'm like, you should go get a pedicure like right now and like don't talk to me again until you do. Like I've broken some egos over their feet for sure.
Before I move to a non-porn question, do you like your titties sucked?
We're like, what?
Your titties sucked or like played with? Some people don't like them at all. Like just like they don't like them touched.
Kitty stuff?
Yeah, your titties. Your titties. You don't like? Do you like them sucked,
Yeah.
licked, and all that
I love
stuff?
I the ones who don't like their titties being touched are the girls who have like enlargements and they don't feel anything, so they're just like, "What's the point?"
Okay.
Because I get that all the time
Yeah.
because I have to ask them, especially when they're not real. Like they just lose
They lose
sensory in their
sensation.
nipples, so it's like it's kind of stupid for them. It's like playing with your fucking eyelids.
Right.
So it doesn't do anything. But I love having my titties touching them right now. Can't help myself.
um, what do you think outside of porn? What do you think? And I mean, maybe porn too. What do you think is your most annoying habit?
I love talking, like to the point that I love, like I could talk somebody's ears off, for sure,
Okay.
and well,
You're
that can be annoying to
you're
people.
ear rapist.
I'm an ear rapist, yes, full ear file.
I mean, you're on the People Talking podcast right now. I'm talking to the person, so you're talking to the wrong person.
My high school friends have definitely told me that I can be really difficult to talk to just because of how um, truthful I am.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I studied biochemistry and then I've been in science since like my whole life. So I'm just like really smart on certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So when somebody says something really dumb, I'm gonna call you out. And I guess like breaking egos, got a big problem with breaking people's egos. Trying to work on it, trying to be nicer.
You're 23 years old. You're not gonna be no
Yeah.
nicer. Right now, you're gonna have the sharpest tongue you're ever gonna have.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Trying to hold
34.
back.
I'm 34, and I definitely shoot. My mom called me mean recently, so like I sometimes there's times where I could just be who I am, but you have to just it's growth. Once you just discover who you are, you know when to shut up, you know when to talk, and things like that. But now you're just going, you're just gonna keep going. So it's all good.
Let's see. And then like one more thing I am like horrible at or whatever is I'm super homebody. So like my friends would fly into town to hang out with me. And I'm like, do you want to just like do a puzzle? They're like, no, I didn't buy a $300 plane ticket to
To
do
sit with
puzzles
you and
with
do a
you. Let's go
puzzle.
out and drink. I'm like, oh, okay. So super homebody.
Shout out to the 20-year-old homebodies, man. Like, yeah, I'm a homebody too. Like, I actually just put it on my because I'm old and I still use fucking Facebook. So I posted on my Facebook. I'm like, yeah, I really just love being inside, and everybody, like I really just love being in my house. And my aunt's just like, because you made it so nice. I'm like, yeah, I'm very comfortable here. I got my vinyl, I got my music. I'm chilling. Everything is here. I don't gotta go to the movie theater no more. Everything is on HBO Max. Like I'm good. I'm Gucci.
I love the movie theaters though.
Really.
Like I love movies. I have like I'm looking at like a good maybe 30 or 50 like DVDs right now. I have like a DVD player.
Still have DVDs?
I got a VSR and like VHS tapes. I watch my stuff off a projector. Like I love movies.
I have 2 projectors in my house. So like that is what we're doing, and I've seen a lot of things on the projectors. But what's your favorite movie? It's a very big question, but what's your favorite movie?
Okay, my favorite movie of all time is New Jack City.
What?
Yes.
Wow. Who are you? Are we best friends?
I'm my motherfucking Pharrell.
I mean, New Jack City is not my favorite, but Juice is my favorite. But it's in the same lane.
Wesley Snipes is so fine in that movie. That movie is so gangster. It's funny. That's my favorite movie. But I pretty much, outside of that, only watch like satire comedy.
Okay.
Like Nacho Libre. My favorite TV show is South Park. Like,
I was gonna ask you, what's your favorite TV show? What's your favorite TV show right now?
Lately, I've been watching a bunch of Eric Andre show. But all-time favorite is South Park. Like, I have every South Park episode, like, in existence.
South Park, man. I was there at the beginning of it, man. South Park. I remember I never really stole anything for real. But when I was a kid, there's like these little beads that they made of like South Park. Wow, you have a remote control webcam? That is amazing. Sorry guys, you guys are not seeing this right now, but that threw me off. So there was one little store that had like these little miniature beads, like little miniature action figures of South Park, like Cartman and Eric and Stan and everybody. I forget the name, Kyle. And I definitely stole a few of those. I had the money. I was a kid. I was 6th grade. I'm taking these, But shout out to South Park, man. It's like 30 freaking seasons, something like that. And that was like season 1 that I was watching in 6th grade. Do you watch Archer?
They came out before I was even born. Like they're so awesome.
Because you're 23.
I'm born in 98. I'm pretty sure the series started like 96, 97. So right before I was born.
Yeah, I was alive.
Totally raised. Absolutely raised off of South Park. Like that is my dad. Like
98. Yeah, I'm 88. So,
damn.
Yeah, I mean 10 years, man. You ain't gotta say it like that.
I was talking to my nieces and nephew, and they were like, "What year are you born?" I'm like 1900. I was like 1998. They're like, "Damn, it says in 19."
Oh yeah.
I was like, "Why are you doing me like that? That was so mean."
Listen, if you was born in 2000, like you're 22 years old, it's crazy. So I mean, time flies. Yeah. Do you have any guilty pleasures?
I love frozen yogurt.
Really?
Oh, love it. Love that shit.
Yeah.
And I eat like plain tart. I'm so basic. I eat plain tart with like chocolate chips and like yogurt chips and like Reese's and strawberries. Mm-hmm. And that's it. And I fuck that shit. I can eat. When I moved to LA, I ate that like every night. Like I had to stop for a little bit. I had some yesterday.
So Maya Farrell loves New Jack City and eats froyo.
It eats froyo. Yeah.
That's crazy. I feel like maybe this kind of overlap, but what/who did you watch before you started working in the porn industry?
What's the question?
Like what or who did you watch before you started working in the porn industry? Like what kind of genres or things that you were getting into before you kind of just jumped in there? Do you like try to get some tips from something else or
Yeah,
for
this
someone
is
else?
very. Um,
Uh-oh.
I loved. I used to love cinematic porn a lot. Before porn, I was cam modeling, so I really liked amateur made stuff. Like, I need like, I need the only lighting needs to be like the TV lighting, and like
Oh
when you hear
shit.
TV sounds, all I see is like this bitch's shoulders because this guy is horrible at holding the camera. It's real dark. This girl is like dirty ratchet, like she got her bonnet on or her wig is half off.
Oh, you want
Like
some like ghetto gagger shit.
I love some ghetto ass stuff. Like even when I go to the strip club, when I went to the strip club last time I was in Florida, we went to like this nice ass strip club. I don't know, maybe they're trying to impress me or whatever. But I was mad. I was like, these skinny ass bitches. I was like, we should have went to East Tampa. That's where all the ghetto hoes at. Like that's what I'm trying to see.
I'm
I like feels like that.
You're not lying. I went to like my I got family in Tampa, and I went there recently, like maybe a year ago, and I wanted to do hood rat shit, but
I'm trying to see some hood rat shit.
yeah. So like we went to like me and my uncle. We hit like a matter of fact, maybe I'll bleep his name out or bleep his anonymity out. But we went to like a couple of strip clubs, just like up on the strip, whatever, wherever we was at. And it was like the whitest strip clubs, and just like it wasn't really the best. And I'm like, it was, and I hate the like cuddly stripper. Like they want to sit next to you and start talking. No, I want to see you on the pole. But
I want to see you dance.
Yeah, but the ghetto ones I want to go to, we couldn't get there. So
I'm trying to throw money at a stripper that was in the back eating fucking hot chips all night.
Yeah,
okay. I want that bitch
to
dance on me.
I want the bartender
100%.
to go up there and start. I want the bartender to go on stage and start stripping. Like that's what I want them to do.
That's what I want. So I like ghetto porn, and then I would say, okay, don't make fun of me.
No, we're family now. It's cool.
Another porn that I like, I can't really watch it now because it's too kind of vile.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to love prostitution porn. So Tampa has a known like prostitution problem in the 90s and the early 2000s, and like growing up, I grew up around a bunch of like pimps and prostitutes. Don't ask why, but so I was like an adult. I love watching those videos because they're made in my city, so I like know that street that they're sucking off of, and it's always like just this disgusting woman who's like some of them are really nervous and like don't want the camera in their face. It's just so real. It's like watching Cops, but with dicks.
So it's just the genuine, porn that you're
raw
looking
as fuck.
Okay.
Like that is a real sex worker. That's a real like streetwalker who's getting paid probably a couple of bucks to be recorded.
But are you watching it for entertainment, or are you actually getting off to it?
I'm definitely watching it more for entertainment.
Okay.
For sure.
I figured. I was about to say, I don't know.
It's so hardcore.
You start rubbing one out to somebody getting arrested. I don't know.
It's just like really raw. I have a friend who watches quicksand porn.
Quicksand?
Yeah, it's just girls like naked in quicksand.
Like, it's really quicksand.
Yeah, like real, like imagine like being in the jungle and like in quicksand.
I'm a basic ass bitch. Like the stuff I look up is so bland. I don't even go to Latina no more. Like I just look at black women and porn, and like that's really it. Like I did talk about this a long time ago on this podcast. Shout out to Popcorn Fairy. We were talking about our favorite porn categories, and mine was always horny black mothers. I don't know why, but that was something that I enjoyed. So I guess I got a couple years before you get there. So, what music are you listening to right now? I saw in your last. I
Um,
saw in the last podcast I watched you on. You talked about female rap and stuff like that. What are you
yeah,
listening to
when it
currently?
comes, I like conscience rap, female rap, even though those are so different. Um,
For sure.
I love pop punk and like rock music, alternative music. Um, yeah, I really like the sound of like drums and like the electric guitar. Um, listen a little bit of pop music. Like I still love Katy Perry.
Really?
But I'm like really into like rock bands and rap for sure.
All right. Give me. I'm a big hip hop music connoisseur. So, let me give me your top five right now.
Oh my god. Okay. Nicki Minaj, obviously. Got
Avi,
to. Gotta have that
Avi,
as number one.
Big Avi.
I still love Trina, believe it or not. I don't know if that's because I'm a Florida girl,
I mean, she's
but
a
I'm
baddest
still
chick.
jamming out to the Diamond Princess album, the baddest
Oh,
album. Still
okay.
jamming to that bitch.
All right.
Um, so if I listen to Trina, obviously I'm listening to Trick Daddy.
Okay.
Um,
Trick.
love Megan Thee Stallion, Lil Wayne, J. Cole. I love J. Cole. Deontay Hitchcock, who doesn't have a lot of music out,
I know about him.
which is
He's from
heavy.
Florida too, right?
I don't think so. I know he's from like the South, but I don't think he's from
Let me look him up. I'm pretty sure.
Florida.
I'm pretty sure he is.
If he is, that makes me 10 times happier.
Yeah.
Um, I gotta say,
Oh, his birthday is right before mine. That's great.
ooh, he's
Oh,
not
so
a hip
he's
hop.
from Georgia. Georgia.
Yeah. Um, outside of hip hop, I love Daniel Caesar. He's one of my favorite people to have sex to. Like, I've
Really?
had sex on repeat, like his album on repeat. Like, I can listen to it all day long, have sex all day long on it. Like, anytime I hear his album, so many memories flutter my brain. So amazing.
Have you ever seen what he looks
Um,
like?
I have seen what he looks like.
Let's just keep that in the dark corner.
I've been to the Grammys after party this year, so like I got to watch the Grammys
Oh,
like while I was
fire!
getting ready. Shout out to my friend Sticks. He's mad cool. Um, since I'm saying Sticks, love listening to Justin Bieber. Absolutely. I don't know if you listen to his new music, but
Nah,
it's pretty good.
I'll let you have it.
I'm really cool with his band, believe it or not. Like I'm good friends with them. I've never met Justin, but I'm really cool with his band,
Hmm.
and I've partied with them like for the like after the Grammys and stuff because they performed. So
You live in
good
the LA.
friends.
You live in the LA life, man.
Only been here for 6 months, but I'm living that bitch. Living it.
All right, I got a few more questions before we get out of here. How do you feel about celibacy?
I used to be celibate last year.
Really?
Yeah, so like I said, I don't have sex off set, so
Hmm.
it makes me pretty celibate.
Hmm.
And I'm not the type of person to just like hook up with strangers.
Facts.
Um, so I really do like celibacy. I've done it. A lot of my close friends have done it. I love it. I love the idea of it. Absolutely. Like I like exclusivity, which is
Hmm.
probably why I only fuck my coworkers, but I like exclusivity.
Hard tacos or soft tacos?
Soft tacos. Oh, let's do like Dorito tacos from Taco Bell. I'll eat those.
That
But like,
right there. I'm not a big Taco Bell person, but when I got them Dorito taco, I'm like, oh shit.
you know, Buffalo Wild Wings
Yeah,
has Dorito hot wings, like the flaming hot
the
Doritos. They have
Dorito
them as
Dutch.
hot wings.
That
Oh
sounds
my god,
crazy.
your butthole is gonna hurt the next day,
Oh
but it
yeah,
is so worth it.
it's worth the spice.
I've done it twice, back to back. So worth it.
Twice back to back. Okay, a lot of butthole stuff. Are you hitting Exotica this year?
Did I go to Exotica?
Are you hitting it this year? I mean, I don't know what
Oh yeah, I'm
location
gonna
you would go
go.
to because I know there's one in. Is there one in California or no? I know there's one in
I
Miami,
think
and I
so.
think there's one in. I know
There's one
there's.
in Miami, New Jersey, Chicago. Chicago already happened.
Okay.
Definitely going to the one in New Jersey.
So in October you'll be in Jersey.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I'll see you there.
August. In August, there's the Urban X Awards. They just announced they're coming out in August. I think that's in Burbank.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to that.
Okay.
And then September is my birthday month, and then Exotica in New Jersey.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm right. I'm an hour away from Edison, so I'll be there in October for sure, and I'm gonna say hi.
Yeah, no, we can definitely redo another podcast
I'm
and
down. I appreciate it. I'm down
catch
for
up
it.
how my life has been
Yeah, I mean,
five
things
months
things
later.
change every week.
You're telling me.
What's the let me see. I got two more questions or three more questions. What's your I don't want to assume. What is your sexual preference?
Oh my God. Nobody has ever asked me that in like so long. So thank you for asking me.
I'm here.
I am gray sexual, which is like right in front of asexual. I when I think about having sex, I really think about it as like a courtship with your partner.
Hmm.
And I'm so focused on like them rather than myself. Huge pleaser, basically. I'm a
You're a
huge
giver.
pleaser. Um, and I don't really care what my partner is or who they are. As long as I want to do this, like have this sexual practice with you, you're gonna have a great time, and that's all I really care about.
That's beautiful. That was well put. What's something you deem that's weird that you're into?
I feel like a lot of people are into feet, so that's
It's kind of
fine.
regular now. Yeah, they messed it up for us.
This is really hard to do because a lot of guys will not do this. I have like a couple of guys in my head. I love as a voyeur. I love watching guys jerk off. So like before having sex, I want to like I don't want you anywhere near me. Like you need to be like a couple of feet away,
Okay.
and I need you to like jerk off and walk towards me while jerking off. It just
Mm.
creates like that. It just gives me this vibe of like a jaguar in the like in the jungle, like like walking over to its prey, but like it's a guy
Ah,
jerking off, and I love that shit. Like
I
this
like that.
makes my nipples hard. Just thinking about it.
You painted a good picture. I
Like
like that.
jerking it, and then like you grab me by the back of my head, and then I start. Oh,
Just going down. All right.
love watching guys jerk off. Absolutely.
All right. It's early in the morning over here. Don't let me get you too hot and bothered right now. Well, morning sex or evening sex?
Morning sex. I like sex during the day.
Yeah, day
I'm
sex is
really
good.
high. By the end of the night, I'm like super high and pretty tired, and I
Hmm.
got dry mouth. So no, like
You have a
I'll
favorite?
wake you up in the middle of
That's all right.
the dry mouth remote. I'll wake you up in the middle of the night though, and be like, hey,
Yeah.
like I love. You can't film this because it's legal to film like that. But I love like sleep porn. Oh, like
Damn, I never even thought about looking that up. That's
it's
crazy. But
it's like due to consent laws, like you can't film that.
facts.
You have to be awake. Um, but I love that shit in my personal life. I haven't done it in so long because
It's been a while for
I
me
haven't
too.
done it in like over a year. Oh man, I miss it so much. But like before I go to sleep, I'll be like, you can totally touch me when I'm sleeping. I give my consent because I want them to know. And then after that, I'm just hoping you're staying awake because I'm going to bed. Like I'm trying to go to sleep as fast as I can because I want to get touched. I want to wake up to somebody on top of me. Like I think that's so hot.
It's a nice little game. It's just like cuddled up. Like I've definitely been there. Getting to the boob areas. It's moving her hands, she's letting you get there. Like she's not
Yeah,
unconscious. It's
like
like, all right, let me move this away. Let me open your leg a little bit. Okay, all right, yeah, it's a nice little time.
it's so like lazy and like lethargic on my side, and I just feel like a real sex object, and I
Hmm.
like that. That's really hot.
Dope. Um, you can answer this or not answer it. What do your parents think about your life choices and decisions that you've been making?
I didn't grow up with my parents,
Okay,
so I've only met my mom as an adult, and she doesn't care because I didn't have parents as a kid,
right.
so
She didn't
they don't
grow.
really
Right, she
care.
didn't raise you.
I grew up with my siblings. Me and my siblings like race each other as like a little clan. So, and they're all really cool about it.
Good. I'm happy everybody's
I'm the
supportive.
youngest.
Yeah, 23. I mean, I'm happy everybody's supportive. That's great. That's always a strong backbone. So last question before I get out of here, because I think we have less than a minute now.